Whoops. Whoopsies. Let's maybe put that on over there. Oh, nice one. We're live. Hey, holy shit, man. That one just snuck up on me. Whoopsies. Looks like we're back in it to win it right now. Let me just double check that everything is operating as we hope. Okay, sweet one over there. Sweet one over here. Looking good. Damn, man, there we are. What's up, Yasek? How you doing, man? Good morning to you, or good afternoon, or good evening. What the fuck? Why does it say my live stream is currently offline? We're not offline. We're online. We're online as online gets. Hold on, let me just double check that this is actually working right now. Oh, Jesus, man. Come on, YouTube. Don't fuck me now. Let's double check on over here. It does say that it's live there, but offline there. Okay, I think this is good. I think we're good. I think we are good. Okay, should be lovely today. Anyways, god damn, man. Yeah, this is exciting right now. Just put up the post for our first tournament. If you do want to join on in, please sign up. I have a nice Google spreadsheet right here. And we already got our first contestant. Holy shit! Look at that. It's Mr. Binner. Nice one, man. But yeah, just to quickly explain it while we're kind of waiting for this game to fill up is, and hopefully I can save this for later, and I'll probably do another one later as well. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to open up signups from today, starting today, going all the way until Sunday of this week. That's going to be the 18th, I believe. Let me just double check on that. Come on, where's my damn thing? Hey, sir. God damn it. Looks like it did not, or did it save it right there? That's bizarre. Oh, that's right. Okay, it's in my post over here. Okay, yes. So it starts the 18th. Where signups will be closed. At that point, we'll have a good idea of exactly who's going to be joining in on this, how many people we have, and all of that good stuff. And from there, likely Monday, we're pretty set on Monday, assuming that, everything goes over quite well, we'll have our first games. And the way that it'll work is that it'll go by rounds, of course, and people will have to, once we get the actual brackets up and going on, people will then arrange between themselves the matches, and it's going to be best of 3 for each round until the finals, which can be best of 5. And maybe the semifinals, but definitely the finals will be live streamed, assuming that both players can actually, be around the time that I'm going to be live. Anyways, that would be excellent. And for all the other games, send me the replays via Discord, as I will actually post them on this channel. And that should be all well and good, man. So I'm really excited to see how this first one goes, mostly because, it's kind of like a proof of concept, as we do plan to expand into some really, really cool shit later on with some big prizes in mind. I've actually been speaking directly with Creative Assembly and their whole team, and oh my god, there's a shit ton of people in here. All right, well, let's let me get away on that, and we'll go back on over here. Anyways, let me just pop this up, and what else do we got? Should I line up as the Warriors of Chaos for the first game of the day? The first game of the day. You know what? I think so. Yes, actually, yes, I will be Warriors of Chaos for the first game of the day. Hey, why isn't it changing, sir? What the fuck? This is all sorts of weird. Okay, there went a little bit bizarre right there. Hopefully today is a non-laggy day as well. We had kind of a weird, kind of a weird one yesterday actually, because it was somewhat laggy for a lot of the games. Only a couple of the games were nice and smooth. So I don't know what that's all about, but hopefully the issues are fixed today. Anyways, more on the topic of the tournament while I do fill up my lineups right here. So yeah, depending upon how much people we get, we could maybe even make it into a 2 versus 2. But obviously, first priority is to actually make sure that we have enough for a 1 versus 1. This community is still on the smaller side, so I want to make sure that everything's relevant, and then we'll move on from there. And then we'll probably, ideally, what we're going to do is we're going to make this like a weekly thing, where basically everyone plays their matches during the weeks, and then we live cast the finals, every week. Maybe it ends up being every 2 weeks or something like that. And then we'll also have prizes too, because Creative Assembly is very receptive to this. They actually offered on their own volition. They're saying, hey, if you want or if you'd like us to give some prizes out, maybe some DLC, maybe some other Total War games, whatever it might be, whatever have you, we're actually very much up for that. And so that's super cool to hear. It's super cool to see. And I think I'll stop talking on that note. And why do I still have so much money left? How could that be? Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's get some halberds over here. And I got 471 gold left to do whatever the hell I want with. So what to do with that? What to do? I think in this case, I'm going to go with some Swords of Chaos right here and boof up these guys. 1, 2. Yep, there we go. I'm ready to start the battle on my own end. Let's see what map we're playing on. Outskirts is going to be the first map of the day. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And there you go, man. And there you go. Jesus, man. All right. Well, in that case, I will just, looks like I'm the only one ready right now. I will be patient for this. And again, yeah, feel free to join it up, feel free to sign it up whenever. Like I said, signups will close on Sunday. And we could also do some fun stuff with it too, man. Like, I would be cool with obviously like monetary prizes. Maybe not for this first one that we're going to have coming up, but after that, I just want to see how this first one goes so that we have like an actual proof of concept and then work our way from there. I would love to do a 2 versus 2 tournament as well, but of course we need more people first. So I imagine that if we at least get 4 people, but preferably 10 for this first one, that would be a damn good start. That's what I'm aiming for right now. And seeing as we already got number 1, Mr. Binner, and nope, we still got just one, but it's early in the day. That will be a good starting point, and we can move off from there. And I'm actually really excited about this, because I truly, sincerely believe that there's no real reason why Warhammer itself couldn't be at the same level as some of the bigger esports games, namely the strategy ones like StarCraft 2 and the likes, because there's fucking stadiums full of people in South Korea who will go to watch that. And I think that Warhammer, just personally speaking, is more interesting. And I actually like both series, but I do think that Warhammer is just more, there's just more to it. There's just more depth within it, and it's probably also easier to understand as well. So with that in mind, I will I'll reference the game right here and also check out some of the comments over here as well. Oh, there it is. What's up, Mr. Yasek? What's up, Nick DeBoer? Welcome back, brother. Welcome back to King of Kings. What's up, man? Happy, I guess it's probably very late evening for you over there in Australia session. And let's see. Oh shit. Mr. Look at what Mr. Binner's got up his sleeve right here. He's got some triple gold chevroned. Oh my god, this is insane. Triple gold chevroned iron breakers. Holy fuck. That is not something that you get to see every day. Wow, that is really scary, actually. I'm very curious to see how they do an actual battle. Miguel says it's not a crown build if there isn't excessive amounts of Forsaken, at least by the stances of a typical player. Also, I'm not sure if I can participate in tourneys for now, other than my potato computer. My projects and exam for uni are ramping up in the coming weeks. Well, I figure since it's 1 versus 1, it sounds like you haven't really had many issues with playing 1 versus 1 with Binner. So I would imagine that's probably going to be fine. It's also going to be on large unit settings, and banner rules will apply as well, so that'll probably help take a little bit of a load off. But as long as it's okay with the 2 players, I don't think that's a huge issue, because when I actually look at the replay and when I cast the replay, there's not going to be any lag, because it's just going to go straight in, I believe. What's up, Mr. Throb and Ding Dong? How you doing, brother? How you doing? But I do understand that university and all the studies and whatnot is going to take precedence, of course, school before everything else. I get that. Well, actually, I don't get that, but I thought that school was kind of bullshit in my opinion. But there you go. Anyways, let me just double check on over here. There's so much going on today, man. There's so much fucking going on. My girlfriend's sick on the bed. There's all sorts of weird things going on elsewhere in the lands. And well, with that in mind, man, I'm happy to be playing some Total War right now. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, Jesus Christ, man, this is insane. Just reading some of this shit. The internet is a very strange place, my friends. A very, 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 very strange place indeed. So. always have to remind myself whenever I'm going onto the onlines. It's like, oh Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck is this? What the fuck did I just open myself up to right now? All sorts of crazy shit going on. Anyways, looks like we are just about loaded in now, and we can begin with the fun stuff. All right, let's do a run over here. Okay, already. Next, my computer's fans just really turned the fuck up, so there we go. Let me get the comments back on over here, and we are ready to align the lineups. I'm gonna have some Chaos Warriors on the front line right here, and right here. Definitely need my Halberds. That's definitely been a missing piece that I've been going in this lineup, and a shit ton of Forsaken. By, as Miguel said, I don't know. I think 3 Forsaken's actually fine, especially with a lineup like this, which is mostly heavy metal and heavy armor. Do you need something to do a little bit more damage output? And that's what I use the Forsaken for, obviously. Mirror Guard are going to be... Where do I want to shove them in this lineup? Do I want to keep them in reserve as well? I could. You know what? I think I actually will keep them back to start this one off. In fact, this is feeling a bit lag. Is this laggy or not? I can't tell. My mounts my mount seems to be doing okay. It's all right. He's flapping his wings a little bit all willy-nilly, so not sure what to make out of that. I'll get everyone into a group right here. Swords of Chaos, you guys get to hide out in the woods over there. I need you on a group as well. And I think it's about time to start recording here. Let's get some dwarvies in on this action, as this is not something you can see every day with triple gold chevroned fucking iron breakers. God damn, man, that is filthy. First game of the day. It's a 3 versus 3 to boom this one off, and we got the dwarvies manned up by Mr. Binner over here. I'm going to be doing the Chaos Warriors off to the right-hand side, and then we got our new combatant over here, our new partner, which is David the White Lizard. What the fuck's up, man? Good to see him. David the White Lizard is going to be as the High Elves with that's not Imric. That's actually just an Archmage, a High Archmage actually, on his Sun Dragon mount, plus another Sun Dragon, or sorry, Moon Dragon right here. Apologies for that. And what do we got on over here? Some Reavers plus a ton of Spearmen in that front line, with a couple of Rangers, and it looks like some Archers in the back, plus some Dragon Princes over here. Regiment of Renown, of course. And with that in mind, let's take a quick look at the troop counts. We got 2361 on our side versus 1957 on the enemy side, and this one is about to be underway if 3 more people ready up, or if the countdown continues. Anyways, I do want to point something out before we get into this one. You see these iron breakers right here. You see these stout little motherfuckers. Look at that. That is 3 gold chevrons on them. I repeat, there is 3 gold chevrons on these iron breakers. What the actual fuck am I looking at today? Who knows? Doesn't matter, but this is absolute craziness, and I'm very curious to see how they actually do in battle, as Binner's trying some Binner-esque tricks up his sleeves. He's also got the Regiment of Renown Norgrimlings over here as well, which are, well, they're pretty fucking strong already. So with that in mind, we shall wait for one more person to ready up, and that will do it as we get into this one. And there... Sorry, but I really needed that, really need that water right there. All right, well, with that in mind, let's go take a quick look at what the enemy's got. We got some Tomb Kings over here. We got some Greenskins over here. Lots of Stone Trolls, by the way, and some Vampire Counts on the other side. Lots of Blood Knights, it looks like, which he's gone big on. And I'm going to be going against the Tomb Kings over here, which is what I do prefer. Looks like it is rather somewhat snappy here, so I will initiate the run command. I don't want to be taking too much of those shots on the come up, and I want to be getting my cavalry units over here in position, and I want to be getting my lord over here. Now, I imagine that they're probably going to have some units already hidden out over here. Nothing surprising about that. Same thing on the other side as well, though there's less places to hide. But I do trust that David can probably handle himself versus the Vampire Counts. Yes, they do have some scary tools over there, but the thing with that is that, well, David's capable. He's good. And he's got a couple of dragons anyway, so there you go. All right, now, as we do approach right here, it is going to be important to actually select which targets that we do want for all of these Nahakar warriors. What I'd really like to do with those guys is actually do one of these. It looks like the Sun Dragons are already trying to do what I want to do. But I just want to roll a big old burning head of death and destruction straight down that line. That would be perfect. Now we're going to be taking a lot of artillery fire on the way in, but if we can just soften them up, then that's going to allow us to just bust on through and break into their back line, of which it looks like we actually did get it down. Nice one. Okay, beautiful. Actually, that's well, that couldn't have gone better. that literally couldn't have gone better. It looks like he's just barely going to move him at the last second, realizing what's going on. This one actually veering off to hit this unit at the same time. I love it, man. Fucking love it. Early good cast is exactly what I want to be seeing, and now we can start to put our troops into motion as we do pick our correct and appropriate what's it called, matchups right here. We want to desperately break into that secondary line, because that is where all of the very important targets are. These Cascade of Souls plus the Great Bows, Regiment of Renown, are going to be a staunch but very, very important target to take down immediately, or at least as soon as possible. Might even want to get our, well, I'm going to keep our halberds back here for now. Do want to have them in reserve, and for the rest of them, I will send up a couple more units, or just one more unit of Forsaken, and then we can prepare to get our Warriors of, or sorry, not our Warriors of Chaos, but our Swords of Chaos into the proper positioning here as well. My Lord still hanging out overhead is going to be having another cast come down soon enough as well, and the lines are coming up to meet each other for a little bit of a old-fashioned good old battle with the Forsaken taking all these Nahakar warriors. They should actually be fine in that regard. They're already pretty damn beat up from the Burning Head as well, and with the support coming in from the Chaos Warriors from behind, they will have absolutely no problem with that. And yeah, it does seem like it's relatively snappy right now, so this is good. This is, well, at least off to a good start. Let's also have these guys, let's just have them kind of play, well, no, let's actually just have them stay right there for now. We don't need to bring up the reserves just yet. We just need to kind of have them stay back and stand by to use a bad terminology right now. Looks like my lord is, yep, he's nice and healthy, so no problems there. And now getting a little bit of lag spikes. This is so strange. This has happened many times now, where it starts off initially fine and then it goes into all sorts of weirdness. Do we want to throw down one right here? Do we want to throw down one right here? We can actually like to get these halberded units right here so that we can clear the way for our Swords of Chaos. And we'll see if this one lands. It should actually. 1 second left to cast, and there it is. Boom, straight on top of them. Excellent. And we will pull my lord back for now and prepare for the next casting spree over here, as we do take those tomb guards with halberds down to about a little bit below half health. Actually, that's really effective. Over here we do have some blood knights, which I could use my Swords of Chaos against. That would actually be a really good matchup for them, especially with a high value target like that. And it looks like those Casket of Souls they're actually hitting my lord in the air while trying to target these Iron Breakers. They're actually doing quite a bit of damage to those Iron Breakers. Kind of interesting. Anyways, elsewhere I'm just looking to kind of hold it in right now. No real. Well, actually no. It's time to bring up these halberded units over here. We do want to get over and help out with all of these stone troll targets, and also buff them up along the way as well. And soon enough we will be able to break on through, as I don't think that there's anything left holding us back. Just this one small unit of skeleton warriors, which ain't enough to do it, man. They ain't enough to do it. And so we shall overcome, my friends. We shall overcome. And in fact, looking at the blood knights over there, I'm going to initially have my soldiers go over there, or maybe actually I'll have them go a little bit behind them. It looks like they don't want to engage. They want to go away, if anything. And so I will take that as an opportunity to get in position and do as much as I can with my Swords of Chaos. So again, we want to shut down all these targets right here. And it looks like, the Dragon Prince is actually going to take the quick route there. I'll go around the long way. I don't mind that. They can have most of the glory, all good by me, and I will, and I'll hang tight back here, still keeping plenty of units in reserve as Binner does move up as well. The Dwarvies being a little bit more aggressive here than what you typically do find, but that is certainly necessary right now, mostly because, well, there's not really anyone going at him right now. Over here, got a lot of units doing absolutely fucking nothing, so it's time to move up as well. And with you guys standing back here, it's time to move up at the same point as well. So let's get all these guys in motion, and we shall converge with our cavalry units coming in from the back flank here too. Oh, it looks like these blood knights actually do want to go at me. I mean, that's really not a good decision for them. I'll charge them. I'll countercharge them here, no problem. And it looks like the Dragon Princes, or sorry, the Fireborn will join in this one here too. Well, actually take a little bit of damage off that charge. Blood knights are powerful. They definitely are powerful. But I think mine are more powerful actually. Anyways, elsewhere, what do we have with all of these? Here comes the vampire counts, of which I can have my mirror guard just take on these units over here. Chosen are still standing by back here. Do need to help out with those hex rays though, so that is going to be a big thing to be aware of. And then of course, with my halberd units right here, we need to go and target those stone trolls, kind of clumping up a little bit more than what I feel comfortable with, but I don't think that there's too much of a threat right now, so it's not a huge deal. Speaking of, where are my Swords of Chaos? They have deaded the the blood knights, but did take a little bit of damage themselves. Actually, no, the blood knights are still there. This is kind of strange. A lot of units over here taking their time. Very bizarre actually. So we'll go back to the main battle over here. Looks to me like my Chosen are under pressure. We'll give them a little bit of a nice blanket for them, although it won't give them a fire attack, which is annoying. Damn it, actually I would have really could have used that. I need to pull my Lord back as well, as he is getting targeted by these very puny but annoying Goblin Wolf Archers. So we'll pull off that line right there. Finally starting to break into the meat of the Tomb Kings, and that is looking at nice and good. Even Ark in the Black is actually surrounded right now. I'm going to pull off this unit over here. We don't really need them on target there. And for my cavalry units, looks like, wow, actually, wow, okay, that's very aggressive from Nick. He's actually going to be landing his own zombie dragon into this whole pile of Dragon Princes. One of them, or sorry, not Dragon Princes, but the Alarian Reavers will actually be terror broken. The Fireborn still hanging in there alongside my Swords of Chaos, fighting side by side against the Vampire Counts. But kind of strange here. I mean, well, actually not so strange, as these Blood Knights do have plenty of heals, right? So they are going to be able to have a lot of staying power. But might need to pull them back, actually. Not looking too hot right there. Could also throw a casty down elsewhere, but I think I'll save it for a little bit longer. We don't necessarily need it right now, and what we do need more of is to fend off all of these all of these greenskins behind us, as we do start to get a bit surrounded and a little bit overwhelmed. So you know what? I'm gonna go and cast over here. Let's make sure that we can just run right through, run a little bit of a train right through this mass of troops right there, clear it out a bit, and then move on. Arkin is surrounded but not taking much damage because, well, he is Arkin, and well, that's explanation enough, you know. But we desperately need to get onto those Casket of Souls because those are the big bad targets, the very, very scary ones. And in the meantime, my Swords of Chaos over here still holding their own, but not looking all that hot. The problem is that I can't really pull them back, so I'm just going to give them a little bit of a boof here instead and hope that they just hold in for a little bit longer and take my wins elsewhere as we put our Chosen into motion once again alongside our Chaos Warriors over here, which are currently moving up. And in the back line over here, we still got our Chosen holding off and fending off some of the greenskins, plus these Hex Wraiths as well. And over here, Mirror Guard are completely healthy as well, and they're going to be into this main massive battle that you can see rolling on between all the Black Orcs and the main leaders from the greenskins, Skarsnik being the helm of that army, by the way. And he's going to be going toe-to-toe with the Rune Lord of Binner's Dwarvies. So keep an eye on that one, because that one is going to be a big portion of this battle, obviously. But for right now, need to make sure that we are doing everything that we can elsewhere, which I believe we are. Yeah, actually just rolled a just rolled another another what's it called, burning head right down through there. I'm gonna have my Lord go after some of the backline targets over here, as it looks like it's relatively safe, and more importantly, we can maybe even take down Arkin at the same time, which would be phenomenally powerful. Really like that. I'm gonna pop one of these arcane conduits at the same time. And what else we got? You guys, yes, you guys are still on Skarsnik. Okay. Keep on doing your duties. Over here, it shows you need to get back onto these Savage Orc Biggins. And yes, we are taking a bit of shots to the face from these Goblin Fighter Riders, but I do think that we can just kind of tank it from here. And then move on into the Tomb Kings. I really want to finish them off. Unfortunately, my Swords of Chaos will be broken off over here. They did quite a bit of damage before they were actually dudded or dunned, getting 48 kills, which, you know, with large unit sizes is actually decent, but the bounce power is taking a big shift against us right now. Actually not looking good at all. So where are we going wrong? Well, it looks to me, where are the High Elves? The High Elves are like nowhere to be found on the ground. I just see the major, the two sun, or sorry, I keep on calling them Sun Dragons. It's actually Moon Dragons, of course. And at the same time, we should be able to trade for the Tomb Kings. We do have all of their high-value targets surrounded right now, or already dead, so good in that regard, but still a little bit strange over here, as it feels weird right now. It feels very weird. Might be time to throw down another one of these burning heads as well. Do we want to throw it over here? And there's not really a good place to actually put this right now. It looks to me like actually maybe, if anything, this would be the right decision, as we do see some magical targets over in that vicinity, especially maybe even these Hex Wraiths too, but they are about to charge into my Chaos Warriors. And difficult, man. Very difficult in this regard. I'm going to give these guys a Boofola as well, and we will throw that burning head right on through. There you go. Not going to be doing all that much damage, but does kind of keep them honest a bit, and helps out some of the Longbeards over here, which are still caught in combat with the Hex Race and the Blood Knights. So do have to be keeping an eye over here. Looks to me like the Tomb Kings are mostly done, except for Arkin, but that's, you know, he's pretty damn dangerous on his own. So do have to be careful of that, and we can maybe move on from there. But bounce power is still very much against us, and so it is definitely time to be very careful here, extremely careful, as we do methodically move from unit to unit. But I'm very scared about my Chosen over here. They're gonna have their hands full with all these units just crashing in them right there. I can't really give him any magical support as it is right now, and with Arkin going down relatively fast, is he going to be going down fast enough is a real question, and I don't necessarily know. This one is feeling a little bit strange right now. I'm going to go after those tomb guards with halberds over there, and it looks like I got two of my Swords of Chaos still around as well. So let's actually have them go against maybe some of those Hex Rays, do a little bit more damage before we do inevitably fall off the map on this one. Unfortunately, they're not going to be lasting too much longer, I figure. But the longer that I keep them up, the better, the better value that we actually get out of them. And it looks to me like actually Arkin is going to be able to get away from here. Jesus, man, what a fucking monstrosity. That is really awful, and a big loss for ourselves. And now I am starting to see that we do have a major uphill battle here if we are going to fight this one back. I don't necessarily know if this one is is winnable at this point, but we'll play it out and we will hope for the best. Still got a couple of tools over here, so do need to take care of that, obviously. And holy fucking moly, man. Yeah, that Blood Dragon Vampire is still very full health, so Nick doing a damn good job with him. Yeah, unfortunately, my knights over here will actually break before they even get into combat. My Lord somehow got, he got debuffed by Skarsnik, and now he's out of control and raging. Shit. But thank God that David recognized what's going on. He lands his own Moondragons in this, and I can actually probably get free out of here now, as my Lord is out of raid mode. Officially, finally, Jesus Christ, thank God for that. And we'll go back to the air. At least we'll try to go back to the air for now. Chosen still looking relatively healthy over here, but they're about to take a charge to the face from these Hex Race. So how do we want to handle that? Well, I think we'll handle it by actually going towards the Greenskins instead. That's where all of the high value targets are, and the Hex Race are going to be a little bit too difficult for us to take down at this current moment in time. Over here, taking care of business with the Black Orcs with my Chosen and my Mirror Guard. They should be able to pull out on top on that one. And where's my damn Lord? My Lord is somehow... Hey, fuckface, can you go back into the goddamn air? Oh man, that is really fucking annoying. I guess he did get Mither on me, so fair enough. Well played, you fuck. Well played, you fuck. That was very, 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 very smart. First getting him to rage off, and then getting him to slow down. Genius play right there. Genius play right there, and credit to the enemies for that one. But at least it looks like we will be able to go back into the air for this one. And well, yeah, the balance power is really against us right now. Just kind of looking around the edges of what we got going for us. Dwarves, Binner still has plenty of units on the ground, actually, and I still have some of my more strong units on the ground here too. So if we can make a play for some of these, especially the Greenskins Lords, that would be a damn good start. If we can actually take them down, which they are going down somewhat, kind of somewhat. Then that'd probably put us back into this game. We still have all of our lords, of course, but does that mean much when my lord is almost dead himself? I don't know about that. I don't know. I need to pop another one of these arcane conduits over here. Should almost be done. Oh, actually, wow, my chosen are getting beat the fuck up. Wow, Jesus, man. Oh man, when it rains, it pours. Today is not going well for the old chosen, huh? Over here, some more chosen are making their way over to these night gobos. Should be able to take care of them, no problem. They are being helped out, of course, by some Ironbreakers and some Longbeards. A very one-sided skirmish going on right there. Over here, we do have Binner's Rune Lord taking on the brunt of the Greenskins army. A lot of these Stone Trolls plus Skarsnik, of course, and some of those single entities caught within that whole array. My own Lord is going to once again break off without even getting fucking engaged. That is so unbelievably obnoxious and annoying, but I guess it is part of the game, so have to deal with it, I guess. And over here, I'm just watching my Mirror Guard slowly lose these Black Orcs. It says that they're winning, but it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like that at all, especially with my chosen just breaking off from some very pathetic goblin spider riders. Very sad right there. My lord actually shouted away, so didn't even get a chance to come back. That is so bizarre. So fucking bizarre. But it looks like we're gonna take army losses right now, and the first game of the day is gonna be a loss. Holy shit, man. And where is this fucking lag coming from, for the love of God, man? What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Roni? How you guys doing? Welcome back. Burning Head, that Greenskins blob. Yeah, went for a little bit of that, but not enough, unfortunately. Fully Baked TV says I looked away for a second and heard your water noises. I was like, damn, is that Crown ripping a water pipe? It could sound like such things, but yeah, man, good for the talking voice, I suppose. Anyways, I'm gonna go back on over here to the Dark Elves. It looks like recently I've actually been having a lot better luck with the Dark Elves in comparison to my Warriors of Chaos. Maybe it's time to reorganize my Warriors of Chaos lineups and run with something a little bit more normal, I guess, as I'm going a little bit heavy on the ground, getting a little bit too accustomed, maybe you might say, to some of my play styles. Anyways, let's pop up these guys over here. Let's get one of these girls over here. Let's maybe get a couple of these babies right here. On this match, do I want some Dark Riders or do I want some not Dark Riders? Well, I guess actually I might get some Dark Riders without shields, but what I could also get is some Dark Riders with Peter crossbows too. Wouldn't be the worst idea against these factions. However, do I really want to be doing that right now? I guess we can decide that later. Maybe I go with some Doomfire Warlocks instead. Go for some like very fast cavalry here. Leaves me with 350 gold. So what do you want to do with 350 gold? Maybe I'll just go with Doomfires, actually. Not the worst idea here. They're kind of okay, kind of not okay. I always feel like I always feel like something's missing from them. Very strange, man. Very strange. Anyways, Jesus, man, this is insanity going on over here. Absolute insanity. And absolute fucking insanity. Okay, what else do we got, man? What else do we got? Okay, cool. All right. Double Hydra. Some double Hydra action. Could go for some double Hydra action today. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that game was like mostly unlaggy, but there definitely was a little. Oh shit, there's. Oh man, I just recorded like way too much. All right, well, whatever. Not a big deal. Do I need shields for these guys? Maybe yes. If we're going to be going against Bretonnia, they typically do bring quite a bit of those peasant archers, those bastards. You know what do I want? This I guess if I'm going to go, I mean, if I'm going to go Doomfire Warlocks, like. That's not going to line up very well against the Bretonian cavalry. You know what? I don't think that that's a very wise decision here. If anything, I should be probably going with these guys right here, and I'll get 2 of those, and that'll probably do it for my lineup. Yeah, that will do it for my lineup actually. And even these guys, they're not going to go too. They're not going to line up very well. They're not going to line up very well against Bretonia's cavalry. But I do need some more anti-large here. In addition to, of course, my dread spears. So there it is. That's the lineup that I will be running with on this one. I've actually used quite literally each and every. That's why I don't have so much money. Jesus, no wonder. All right, there we go. Let's get rid of all this nonsense over here. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Leaves me with 450 gold. And what do I want to do with 450 gold? I guess some bleak swords could be okay. Could do that. Could also just get better units elsewhere. But I suppose some bleak swords wouldn't hurt here. Especially seen as well. Do I want that? Nah, fuck it. I'm going to go with it. Yeah. All right, cool. Shit. Well, on the other hand, I actually want to get some harpies too so that we can go after Norm's artillery. Not to spoil the surprise right there, but probably a good idea as they can definitely bring the hurt from afar. Let me just double check on over here too. Okay. Alrighty. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. All right, cool one. Oh my god, man! I'm reading like an internet fight right now. In case you're wondering what I'm doing while everyone readies up and settles their lineup, and like there's something about people fighting over the internet that is so pathetic, but also strange. It's like what you doing? What are you doing? But it's also like it's very interesting. It's like a car crash. It's like you can't look away. It's like fuck, who's gonna actually win this argument here? This seems so exotic. It seems so bizarre. But I want to know what happens at the end of the day. You know, it's this is a fucking crazy game. Sometimes the online world. I have to say, you know, after witnessing a shit ton of online fights, online communication is maybe the worst form of communication because like I have a strong sneaky suspicion that a lot of people would probably just be friendly towards each other and like or at the very least civil towards each other if they were having conversations face to face. But when you get online, like you can just be a fucking dickhead, and that's I don't know. I guess that's like, you know, just acceptable, I guess. Need more executioners or some shades. I could go with some shades, yes, but do I want shades versus factions like this? Could do it. I like to typically I typically like to say I typically like to bring shades in like a 1 versus 1 setting. You know, when you get too many factions going on like this, it seems like they kind of just get lost in everything, and their value gets dissipated quite a bit because there's just like too many units on the field, and their sort of unique value proposition is that they can hide around and they have pretty good damage output as well. But you don't want them sitting behind a line. You want them out there sniping a target. When you get into a 3 versus 3 situation, there's just gonna be units everywhere. A lot of speed, a lot of things like that, and I find that they're just, you know, it makes getting the full value out of them a little bit more difficult. Even having like dark shards is you know, I almost kind of shudder to bring them, but 2 dark shards, not a big deal. Anything more than that though, no thank you. Hey, what's up, Mr. Von Karnstein? Mr. Von Karnstein. Jonathan Canterbeck says, not enough armor piercing, I think. Well, the reason why I'm not bringing much armor piercing is because of who we're facing off against. You see, we got the Norskins over here, very low armor. We got the Bretonians over here, very low armor. We got the Skaven over here. They don't even have armor. I mean, you know, some of the Storm Vermin will. But, you know, that's what the Executioners are going to be for, and that's what the Shard's going to be for as well. That's kind of my cheap armor piercing right there. Everything else is very, very capable. My Dread Spear spears I count a lot on in a match like this because they are going to be my primary anti-large alongside my cavalry, but I just don't know how much staying power my cavalry will have. They always seem to disappoint me. I need to go grab some more water so I can rip some more out of this fucking bongola, and I'll be back in just a second here, guys. And I'm back. I need to install a hose like right here, right by my computer. It probably looks really, really weird, but my kitchen's like literally just in the room next to me, so it's quite easy to get in and out. But I do want to remind anyone who's just joining right now, if you want to join in on the on our next tournament, our first tournament, maybe our inaugural tournament, perhaps you might even say, please check out the announcement sections in Discord. If you're not already on Discord, there's a link in the description below, and anyone's free to join. It's all good. It's pretty tight knit community right now, and a lot of good guys in there, man. I really enjoy just shooting the shit with some of you guys. Some of you guys are fucking funny in the Mimi section. It's absolutely hilarious. It can definitely be a good way for me to kind of like spend some time on the toilet too, and read some of those and have a bit of a laugh. But also you'll find in the announcement section, more importantly, that there's a link to a Google spreadsheet if you do want to sign up for this first tournament, and we'll start next week. And I just want to, this first tournament's there's probably gonna be some growing pains, so some learning things. But I strongly believe that if we can hammer it out and continue to move forwards, this could actually be something really, really cool. And like I said, there's going to be prizes in the future. Maybe not for this first one. I'll see what CA wants to talk about. But after we kind of get like a proof of concept where we can show that, hey, we can actually like put together a tournament that is workable, and people are interested in it, then yeah, CA is actually very much down to actually provide some prizes for that. I'm also down myself to provide some prizes, and I just think it'd make great content, man. I fucking love the competition of this game, and so yeah, man. Anyone's free to join in. So there you go. Can someone send the link from the Discord? It's right there, man. It's right there in the thingy. I also post a link actually in the chat right here too. Let's see if this actually does work. Let's see this. Okay, copy, and let me pasty over here. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, nice, it did work. Okay, sweet one. Yeah, actually, I just copy and pasted it into the chats right now. So if you just want to go directly to there, not through the Discord, that is also going to be viable as well. All right, let's set up these lineups here. Gotta do it for my dark elves right now. As first game, a little bit of a shocker right there. But hey, as always, a reminder that you can't let your guard down in a game like this. It is Warhammer after all. There's all sorts of weird shit that does happen, and well, the second that you turn your eyes away, the second that you think you got it in the bag, it's the second that you definitely lose every fucking time. I can tell you that right now. Anyways, Executors will go into the forest here too, and we got some more Corsairs for a line protection, and we got some Witch Elves for some backline protection, and then of course our cavalry units we'll just keep them in our back pocket for now. We don't really want to engage them in any sort of real combat right off the get-go. We just want to be saving them for the specialized things later on, probably prioritizing them towards anti-large targets. Whoa, what's this? Look what Binner's got over here. He's got Count Knock, or no, that's not Binner, that's David. David's done this. Holy shit, man. David's got the Count Knock on his own mount, plus the Gallows Giant on his own mount. I remember when I played against David doing the same thing, and I thought it was going to be an easy way to just like pop back in and take out the Gallows Giant. It was not. It was very difficult. I believe that we actually lost that one too. It did not go well at all, in fact. Anyways, I'm gonna take another sippy of this water, man. I am damn thirsty right now, and we'll move on through there. Oh, there we go, baby. There we go. Ooh, coughing it up now too. All right, sweet one. Okay, let's start recording this, baby. Let's start recording this. Let's zoom in on these on these very stylish warriors right here. It's 3 versus 3 times, and we're going as the Dark Elves today. We got not Binner, but actually David the White Lizard, one of our good friends as well, maining up the Vampire Coast. Binner himself will be the Empire right here. Actually quite like his Empire play, but But we have some very, 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 very good opponents on the other side. And as this one gets underway, let's take a quick look at the troop counts. 2985 on our side versus 2682 on the enemy side. And what am I looking at over there? Okay, all good. And the match has officially begun. We are lined up against the Norskins. I do like that lineup. It's kind of like two glass cannon factions going against each other. I imagine they're probably going to have some tricks up their sleeve in the forest over here. But I will initially move out and about and see if we can get some early firing on their front lines. Looks like they went extremely wide, so they're gonna. This is bizarre. this is just strange looking, but extremely wide right here, and they're going to be in a full-on rush, I guess, as Benner does put his own Hellstorm rocket batteries to work quite early. A lot of misses right there, but did find a little bit of hit on these Marauder Berserkers, and really it only takes a few major hits to actually really bring those guys down. So we'll be patient here, just getting underway as the as artillery kind of trades blows. Looks like the Bretonnians have plenty of cavalry over here. Lots of Knights of the Realms. 1, 2, 3, 4 it looks like, plus a field trebuchet, plus a Damsel of Life, plus a Grail Relique, plus Peasant Bowman, and I'm guessing that there's a lot of things hidden out over here. Same thing with the Skavens as well. You can kind of see them poking their head out of the forest right now. Got a bunch of Rat Ogres, plus some Doom Flayers, rats on motorcycles, all good shit, and a Plague Priest over here on his own major mount. So we're going to be tasked with taking down what's on our side for the Norskins, and I will be patient for this one. I actually don't want to cast as they are right now, mostly because we don't really have anything to like hold them in place, and this could be a major, massive miss if I do whiff it up. But what I can do is I can send some of my Corsairs up, and might as well start targeting them nice and early. No harm in doing that, as Binner's artillery does range them from afar. Looking good over here. Some nice cannon blasts going way the fuck back into the Norskin lines, actually targeting what looks like the Shaman Sorcerer of Metal, and my own Lord just hanging out overhead and being nice and safe, as there's no javelins or no missile units around. So all good on that. Let's just make sure that all of our troops here are situated properly. Yes, indeed they are. And we'll also send up some of these Bleak Swords here too. They're not going to fare all that well against these Marauder Berserkers, but we do need something to go help out with that, and we can also get our shards on them at the same time for a little bit of help in that regard. Who do we want to send out against these Marauders right here? We'll send out some Corsairs of our own, and we will let our Dread Spears stand in place in just a second here. And they're going to take the charge to the face, and they should nullify it, as they do have charge defense against foes. And seeing as these Norskins right here are approaching, let's actually halt them, and they will set up, they will brace, and they will get rid of any sort of nasty and annoying charge that these Norskins are about to put off. Let's also get one of our other Dark Shard units on that Marauder unit as well. And here they come, nice little chargey coming on in with their axes out and flying about. Very low armor, but here it comes, and there you go, washing up against our very, 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 very powerful and gold chevroned Dread Spears, by the way, as the other ones in periphery move on as well. Black Art Corsairs over here moving into these Marauder Spearmen, and it looks like they're going to be helped out by these Bleak Swords here as well. The Marauder Berserkers are going to be forced off, and who is this? Is this Wulfric the Wanderer? It is Wulfric the Wanderer on his own mount, so do have to be aware of him. He is always going to be a little bit of a crazy motherfucker. We'll put it that way. And seeing as there's no major threats within the forest, I'm just going to put up my cavalry for now. We'll go straight to the back line of the enemy, and there's really no reason to stop. Let's also get our executioners going out and about as well in a couple of these Dread Spear units, and we can maybe flip back around and take out all of the backline targets of what's left for Bretonnia and Norska over there. Although they don't really have a backline, obviously, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Gallows Giant getting a beautiful, oh my god, what a fucking beauty of a firing arc right there into that first line of Marauders. Going to be racking up some kills nice and early. However, though, the Skaven and the Bretonnian cavalry are getting a free firing line into all of the backline targets of the Vampire Coast. So this could actually be very, 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 very nasty. Now, while I do think that the enemy has made a bit of a mistake here by essentially, forcing up all their forces in kind of like a bifurcated attack. This one still can really go against us if we do let these Skaven go untethered over there. What's going on right here? Looks like we're getting some sort of the caster is throwing down a nice little vortex spell on us, or sorry, bombardment spell on us. And I do want to check out what's going on with the nice one, Binner. Binner's got a couple of Demigryph Knights with halberds putting in motion against the Bretonnian cavalry, which will be a perfect target for that. Got to go help out the Gallows Giant, who's actually completely fine right now. but we'll need a little bit of extra support. And with that in mind, I am going to go back to my side of the field right here and continue to target some of these more beaten up units as we have a chance to really just kind of erase some of these early targets here and take control of this battle at least a little bit more than what we already got. For my other shards, let's get them on a target right there with those berserkers. They have no shields, so they're not going to be lasting for too long. And my dread spears over here did get pretty damn beat up actually, but the first burning head was rather well, maybe not very successful. I only got 1 kill off of it, but more importantly, did force a lot of units back and kept them honest over here, which is good. And dark shards will now be able to trade blows, taking out first these, well, hopefully these Marauder berserkers right here. It looks like they're actually not are they targeting them or the other ones? No, they're actually not targeting them. So you know, let's have our corsairs split off and go target the Marauder berserkers. And then we also want to be getting these peasant bowmen over here. We do have a really good unit for that, obviously, being the dread spears. And over here we got, well, we can actually send these corsairs into the enemy lines as we also get our yes, our very powerful, our very efficacious executioners regiment of renown unit into their back line. And I'm gonna start to show my hand with my cavalry units here too as we get all our defensive forces into position. I want to get these dread spears out and about to kind of screen off the enemy if they do want to move up into us, and I want to get my corsairs coming out of the forest here too, going side to side if the opportunity does present itself, which right now it does seem to be, as again we see a lot of artillery blows just being thrown through both sides. Really good shit right there. And a massive Norskin giant, by the way, also inbound to the Vampire Coast backline. And it looks like the Skaven have really washed over our partner over here. The Norm playing a phenomenal game right there. But I still think that we got a few tricks up our sleeve, and it looks like the cannons from both Vinner and Mr. David are gonna be firing in on target, so we are good to go over there. Let's make sure that you guys go into place. Maybe run into place would be a better idea. And over here, looking good. Here comes the Blades of the Blood Queen plus the cavalry units as well. We can just go straight towards those peasant bowmen. That'd be an excellent idea. Maybe even get another one of these casts coming down here soon too. And seeing as these units are almost done, actually you guys go screen off those Marauder berserkers please, and we shall, yeah, it looks like we already got them in motion right there, so we'll go help them out with these dread spears right here too. And what we can do with my lord is get another cast going down into these babies over here, maybe get some of these Marauder spearmen plus those peasant bowmen, and that would be a nice little start to this one while our cavalry units get into position. And these Cold War Knights coming in really fast. We want to make sure that these peasant bowmen are forced off as soon as possible. Then we can go help out our allies over here, who look like they're a little bit more under pressure. So if we can come across the Blue Reach River here and actually go into their back, that would be perfect. And some good team play right there. Looks like the Burning Head will come down and actually directly hit these Marauder Spearmen. Not anything too crazy right there, obviously, but you know, first things first, of course. And the leadership of the Bretonian peasant bowmen will start to crumble extremely fast as the Burning Head goes through them. And now they're about to take a charge to the face from the Cold One Knights. And there it is, baby, there it is. As my Bleak Swords actually break away the Marauder Spearmen over here. Looks like we should probably get on top of Wolfric. If we can hold him down, that'd be excellent. Oh, let's definitely, whoa, Jesus, man. Whoopsies. Let's actually get him over here to take on these Marauder Berserkers. Not good. What's going on right there? Let's get this unit to help them out as well, because we don't want to lose these dark shards for right now. Want to keep them as long as possible. And in the meantime, we got all of our units pushing the envelope on the other side. Let's get our Cold War Knights over here, running off those peasant bowmen, and then we will methodically go through all of these different units as the oh Jesus, man, gonna do a little bit of friendly fire there too. Maybe we get our one of our Cold War Knights actually into these Marauder Berserkers over here, one of which we actually just broke off, and that should be somewhat good for right